What's up everyone, thanks for joining us. This is Dos Graphics. In this tutorial I will be showing you how to create a church program flyer with the help of your Pixellab application. Don't go anywhere because this is coming up for you. Okay guys, so we're going to begin our design. But if you are coming across the channel for the first time, please kindly subscribe because we share amazing tutorials here. Don't also forget to turn on your notification so that you will always be informed whenever we release amazing tutorials like this one. Alright guys, so now let's begin the design proper. What we're going to do here is to restart everything afresh so that you can see where we're coming from. Okay, so here is the default page on Pixellab. When you launch your Pixellab, you will see this interface. Okay, I've been sharing this version of Pixellab, so if you need it, just drop a comment, I will give it to you. All right, so we are going to delete this default text, by the way, and after deleting the text, go to these three dots right here on your extreme right, and on that three dot you will see image size. Now click on image size, which will now permit you to have a width of 1280 and height of 1280. But look at what is going to happen here, guys. We are going to alter this width. So click on the width and write 930 and leave it like that. Then the height is unchanged. Now you want to click OK. All right, can you see that? Beautiful. Now after achieving this, the next thing we're going to do is to give this background a color. So we're going to go and give it a gradient color. So go to your color option, click on background and go to color. Usually in doing your designs, I've always emphasized this point, it should not be overlooked. Okay, so when you are doing your designs, always begin with the background. Prepare the background preparation is key in determining whether your design comes out to be really good. So click on gradient, and right now I have this pink and purple gradient. Let me just show you the color code. So we're on gradient, take note, then you click on the plus button and we have, let me begin with this pink. All right, so the color code for pink is F01 FC, and for purple, what you are going to do is just to click on purple and click on this other dot to see the color combo. Now the color composition for purple, or the color code, is 59007B. So we're having a pink and a purple color combination. Once you must have achieved all of this, the next thing that you want to do is to bring in your images. So we're going to bring in the images of the man of God. I'm going to begin with this guy here. Just crop it, make sure it's cropped out this way, reduce it a little bit in size and bring it down here. So let's just go and enhance this image, increase saturation a bit and touch on the brightness, then the contrast also. So you can see the values are 977. Leave it like that. Now you can even reduce this a little bit. Then let's bring in the image of the next man of God. So I'm using this one. Just crop it out neatly. And also, though the image looks vibrant, but we are going to, bring in some finishing touches by increasing the brightness and the contrast. So leave the contrast at 10 and the brightness is at 3. So let's reduce this. Why are we reducing this? Just so it can fit with or align with the first image. So I believe you can now see that all of them are aligned. Now click on a layer, click on the select button, select the two images, use this option. Okay, use this edit option and click on this relative position to make sure it's on the middle of your design. After achieving this, lock off the image, and we're going to use our popular blending mode to blend this image with the background. So this is very simple. Look at what we're going to do. just click on the draw tool here. And as you follow the tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and drop your comments. Like I said, if you need this Pixellab, just let me know in the comments. I will give you the link to get the Pixellab. So look at what's happening here. Once you are on draw, increase your pen size completely, the smoothness also, and the blur radius. Everything has been increased. Now after increasing everything, just tap your finger on the screen and you click on this check mark. So once you tap your finger on the screen, you will see this kind of a shadow. All right, so that's what we want to use to blend the image with the background. So we are going to position it here while stretching it out. So I believe you can see the magic that is happening here. So just place it this way. And who can tell us the color we have to use to blend this image? All right, if you know the color, just drop it in the comments, but if you don't know, then follow us along. Now we're going to go to color, click on color, enable it, and click on the plus button, click on your color picker, then pick the purple color. Remember, we're picking here. Check your color monitor to see if it's purple. Click OK, and everything is well in place. Now you can see that the image is already blending with our background. So you can stretch this out further, bring it here. You can even make a copy of this, position it here, just so it blends well with the background. Okay, you have to make sure that this blends well with our background. So now after positioning everything here, you have to lock it up right now. So let's see, this image is a little bit upwards. Okay, good. So everything is well in place. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the logo of the church. So I'm going to bring in the logo. This is the House on the Rock series. So I got this logo from Jim Junior Graphics. Shout out to you, boss. So we got this church logo from him. It's House on the Rock Church. What we're going to do is to change the color to purple, same color like this, then reduce it in size. Reduce this in size, House on the Rock. And after reducing it in size, use your relative position to tag it to the middle. So this is the middle button on relative position. After doing that, we're going to bring in the theme, or kind of an introduction to the theme, not the theme yet. So I'm going to write presents, then colon, annual September Power Packed Crusade. So this is a Power Packed Crusade program for the month of September. It's an annual program brought to you by House on the Rock Mission or Ministries International, and we're going to maintain the same purple color. So this is what basically applies in graphics. In designing, you want to use dark colors on bright backgrounds. Okay, while you use bright colors on the black or darker backgrounds, like you see us illustrating here, we're going to use this dark color, which is the dark purple, on the light pink background. Going forward to font, we're going to use a font here called Trajax. So you can basically download this font using your Google browser. When you click on Chrome browser, you search for the font, you will get these Trajax fonts from there. Okay, now after achieving this, we are going to go to alignment and align this text to the middle. So this is middle alignment. Click on your check mark, reduce this text further, but then it's not too visible. So we're going to go back to styles, which is on styles, and on styles what we're going to do is to bold this text. So let's bold it up, and after bolding it up, just use relative position to tack it to the middle. Now after we must have achieved all of this, the next thing we're going to do is to bring in some lens effect or some light effects behind the image of the participants or the preachers. So that's why we're going to go to stickers, and I have this. So just click on these stickers, bring it here, tap your finger back on the screen. Okay, if you click on the check mark, the sticker will disappear. So once you click and select sticker, just tap your finger back to the screen. So we're going to add it up, make a copy and add it up. After adding it up, go to layer and mesh all of this together. After merging it up together, increase it in size. So increase this in size and send it to back. Okay, let's check that out. Yeah, good. So I'm going to copy that again, send to back, copy, send to back. So I have to send it to back until we have kind of a white light effect around the images. Once everything is okay and you check everything is moving well on course, it is now time for us to bring in the like the theme or the main event. So we're going to write I'm going to use a script font here though. So we're going to write revival in capital letters. Then after writing revival, the next thing we're going to do is to go and use it's a serif font, not a script font though. So I'm using this font called Adoha. You can use any other serif font here, or a font that has serif fonts, means fonts with curves at the endings. Okay, so you can use this or any other serif font. So like I can see here, I have revival. So use relative position to make sure it's on the middle. Now copy it. As you copy this, we're going to make it look like though it's a text effect. So how do we achieve that? I created a gradient here. Still, I created this orange yellow gradient. So it's just going to be on top of this. So we're just going to position this slightly on top of the first one, and you can see it looking like a text effect. But then we're going to do some arrangements. Go to line spacing, go to spacing, sorry, not line spacing, go to spacing, and let's touch down the spacing by -3. Then remember the first revival we wrote, we also have to touch its own spacing. So let's touch the spacing to -3 also as well, so that we can have something like this. Now I'll copy this up and write crusade in capital letters. Okay, so we're going to increase this in size, and after increasing it in size, go to spacing also and reduce the spacing by -10. Okay guys, so increase this in size, and after increasing it in size, go to your spacing and make sure it's -10, right? I use relative position still. So this is your relative position button. Click on it and use it to align it to the middle. You want to bring this up, so we're bringing this up. Now we're going to make a copy and go back to color. Now you are going to click on color, just color, normal color, and give it white. But then we're going to place it above the first one, then go to layer and send it to the back of the first, which is the crusade, and do some shifting. Use your position button to shift it out so that they can see the white edges. Okay, now what we're going to do is to shift all of this text from revival. Let's shift it upwards a bit. So I have revival crusade. Now who are those present for this revival crusade? We're going to go to new text and write Pastor Raymond Ngozi Chukwu. So always I would love to use Nigerian names. Shout out to our Nigerian friends watching us from Nigeria. So this is Pastor Raymond Ngozi Chukwu. Just make this sure that this is in caps, and go to your font area, and we're using a font here called the Rockford Sans Light, our usual kind of font. Reduce this text in size properly. Now break it down into 3 beautiful lines. Use your alignment option and use middle alignment. This is middle alignment. Reduce this in size further, bring it here, then go to line spacing and touch the line spacing to about -8. After achieving this, we are going to copy this once again and going to bring in the name of this other pastor. So this is Pastor Morgan David. These are just fictional names, as I can put it. Okay, so you have to make sure that the alignment between the names is the same. If you are facing difficulties with that, just go and click on your grid button, and you use the grid button to do that alignment for you. So as you can see, the names are falling just along the same lines. Let me increase this in size or shift this forward a bit to make sure that it plumps up perfectly with the first name. So we have Pastor Raymond and Pastor Morgan for the Revival Crusade. Now, after you must have achieved all of these, it is important to bring in the name of the location and the time and all of those contact information. But then we have some paddling issues. Paddling means we have some paddling issues with this text crusade. Paddling means when part of the text is hiding. So I'm going to go to paddling here and shift this to the left by 4 and go and shift. Remember, there are 2 crusades, so we have the second one also. Paddle it to the left also by 4. Okay, good. So you can use lazy position to make sure that everything is properly aligned to the middle. Now that you have set up all of this in place, the next thing we're going to do right now is to bring in the location and all of that. So I'm going to copy this text, and first of all I'm going to start with the date. So it's happening on Sunday, the 8th. I guess Sunday is the 8th, right? Sunday 8th September 2004. This should be in capital letters too. So make it to 4 just into 2 lines. And after achieving this, the next thing that we're going to do is to, okay, so let's increase this text a little bit in size. All right, let's make this text to be bigger in size. Now go to shape, select a new shape, use a line, a dividing line. We just want to create a simple dividing line here. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the location icon. So I'm going to share this with you, including the images also, but then you must make sure that you must have subscribed to the channel. Okay, so let me show you what I did. Let me undo this. The image is with a background, like you can see, it's with a background. So how do you remove this background? Just go to erase color, enable it, increase the tolerance. After increasing the tolerance, click on color and change the color to white. Now after changing the color to white, reduce the size properly. Reduce the size to, let's say, to about 5%. Okay, depending on how you are seeing it happening. Then now we're going to copy this and write the venue. So the venue is at House on the Rock Ministry International, Abuja. House on the Rock Ministry International, Abuja. So this is where this power packed crusade is happening. Now you're going to bring this closer to the icon. And after achieving this, the next thing we're going to do is to go to shapes. Let's bring the time, select a circle, reduce the opacity, and increase the stroke width to about let's say 10. and reduce the stroke, reduce the circle, sorry, not the stroke. After reducing the circle, change the color to white, and let's reduce it further to just about 5 to bring it here. So make sure that everything is aligned. As you can see, I'm following a certain alignment here. It's very important, guys, don't forget. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it out with some other designers out there. If you have any worries replicating this design, let me know. I will send in help. And also, if you want to join our WhatsApp group, indicate. I'll also link you up to the WhatsApp group. So after achieving this, we're going to copy this text and write the art icon. So let's check for the art icon on your keyboard. This is it here. Just increase this in size, or let's just leave it like that. Let me just increase it in size so you guys can see what's happening. Okay, so this is it here. We are going to now reduce it until it can enter that circle. So we have art, then you copy this and write the time is 10 a.m. 10 a.m. prompt. So you can just break this into 2 lines also. Now what we're going to do is to select all of this location and timing. Then we use lazy position to make sure that they are on the middle of our design. After achieving that, go back to shape, select a simple square, make it a tiny line separating the downer section from the upper work. Then use your relative position to align this to the middle. And let's go bring in the last element for this design. So I'm going to bring in a particular Facebook Live icon to show that this event will also be happening live on Facebook. So I have my Facebook Live icon. Just reduce it, make it very tiny, bring it right down here, then copy this text and write it's House on the Rock Ministry International. So just leave it like that. This is their Facebook handle. But then we are going to break this into 2 lines, into 1 line, sorry. Let's make it 4 into 1 line. Then reduce it drastically in size and position it just directly in front of the Facebook Live. After achieving that, go back to layer and select the 2. Using your relative position, make sure that they are on the middle of your design. Now that we've had all of this, let's touch this a little bit. Go to line spacing and reduce the line spacing to about -4. All right, so guys, that's it for this design. We did this one using a pink and purple color combination for House on a Rock Ministry International. It is a logo we got from Jim Junior Graphics, a CorelDRAW designer. You can check his handle on YouTube. Shout out to you, boss. And that's how we did this design today. It was nice designing with you. I'm hoping to see you in our next tutorial. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and anticipate more other amazing tutorials from this end. Stay blessed and keep practicing, keep designing. God bless you.